man, you guys had a really good game in the first line, protecting Brady, make sure he had no sacks and whatnot. How do you maintain that in this absence since it's been so long since you played a game?
With the extra time to prepare, we're just going to continue to try to do well with the things that we did in the last game. With the extra time, Coach has been preparing us with extra drills that we've been doing, and it's really been helping us out.
All right, Evan.
Dylan, how's it going?
It's going good.
Good. Just for you, we asked Brady this, but how have you just tried to handle these last few weeks? Just not just the outside noise, but just keeping in touch with everybody, making sure mentally you guys are okay. Obviously, not being able to play or practice, but just kind of how have you processed these last couple weeks?
I'm just focusing on whichever game comes next. So I've just been preparing for UTSA, and when it got canceled, just had my mind ready for the next thing. Just being able to be prepared to move on and not having your mind just focused on one team is the best thing you can do. And so that's what I've been trying to prepare for, just keeping my mind focused and just worrying about what we have next.
Is it easy to do that, though, just because, obviously you prepare for UTSA, that game gets canceled, and I have to kind of switch quickly to SMU. How is that is that difficult for you guys or for you?
For me, it has not been difficult, just having my mind focused. It's going to be quick regardless of whether you have UTSA or the next game coming. So I'm just trying to prepare as best as I can.
All right, Terry Davis.
Hey, man, last year you guys gave SMU their first loss of the season, game day. They got a lot of things to pay off for. How you make sure you can match that intensity and keep it focused for, a 2-week period?
It's just bringing the fire. We do know that this is going to be a tough battle. It is each year. And so just knowing how we prepared against them last year, we're just going to continue to try to do things that we do well and prepare for a tough game.
Go ahead, Evan.
Dylan, before the season, obviously the virus was going to be a concern for you guys, obviously just with everybody. Everyone's trying to make sure they stay safe and everything. Have you been more concerned about the virus, or have you tried to, balance it out, obviously trusting with, what Memphis has done, obviously doing a great job keeping you guys safe and whatnot?
I'm just trusting what the athletic trainers do for us along with the coaches. Myself, I have just been staying to myself. I live by myself. I'm just social distancing, making the right precautions, just doing what I know to protect this team, to keep this team safe so that we can have an opportunity to continue to play the games.
Go ahead, Evan.
And going off that, I think being flexible has obviously been something that's key for you guys. For you, you've moved different positions, and coaches talked to us about guys having to move different positions. Do you feel like being flexible is something as a team you guys have to practice being, just because of what could happen this season with anything goes, really?
Yes, that's the best thing, especially for being an offensive lineman. Our coach always tells us that we don't have a certain position, but to be an offensive lineman so that you can play maybe guard or tackle or center, especially during this time. We knew since the beginning of the summer that COVID may knock people out or take people away. And so being flexible has been our mindset since the beginning.
And just for you, like moving from guard to tackle, how has that been for you, kind of adjusting to a different position? Kind of what goes differently for you? Just, obviously you move from tight end to lineman, but just kind of how do you adjust from one position where you've started to learning a new position at the end of the line?
Just trying to get comfortable with the new position. Like the footwork is going to be different, and the passes just going to be different, just what you've been on the outside. And so I've just been trying to practice the little things to get me better at that position so that I can be flexible with, if I need to go back to guard, being able to do that, but also playing tackle well.
And Coach, sorry, Jen. Coach also mentioned, guys that all volunteered to play different positions. Have you kind of offered, say, hey, if you need an extra tight end, I got you, Coach?
Yeah, so I'm trying to do whatever makes this team better. And so if that's what we needed, that's exactly what I'm going to do.